Okay, today I have a different background only because I turned myself around a little bit. Um, I wanted to change backgrounds because I have to test the pictures that have been behind me for the past year and a half, and now I realize it's still there. And I need new ones, and I just keep forgetting to replace them because I'm not in this room except to film, so I'm never looking. Anyway, my living room I like better, but I can't move the computer in there. But it looks really pretty in there. It's all nice and I don't know. I love that white couch, but so I'm going to try this for today, and it's a little disorienting. But okay, today I'm going to talk about simple changes. I'm just going to update you a little bit on what I've been doing and what I'm going to do in this next week. I have some good fails and some successes. So let's see. Um, the biggest thing I want to share with you about it is that before Scott uh, wasn't working, like before that, all the years before that, when he would go to work at 5:30, 6 in the morning, and be gone, I would get up, I would do a complete hair, makeup, and get dressed before I took my daughter to school. So that when I got home at 7:30, I was ready for the day. Like I wasn't one of those moms that could jump in the car in her robe or just put big sunglasses on with no makeup. That's just not me. So, but that was great because I was so productive. I was busy all day, every day. A lot of people ask stay-at-home moms, what do they do all day? I don't even know. But one of my good friends a couple of years ago, I talked her into quitting her job. She sort of took a leave of absence, and she was a school teacher. And at first, she was super disoriented being home. We did a lot of things together, but at the end of it, she did go back to work. She needed the money, but she said she was much busier when she was home. She said, I never had time to, I mean, So I can't explain that phenomenon, but never think a stay at home mom just sits at home. It's not possible. Okay, now I'm moving into a new role, and I'm off subject, but with my daughter being a senior, I don't know what my new title is going to be because I'm not really a stay at home mom anymore. Um, I guess a housewife, but I never really liked that term. So I'm going to come up with something new. Anyway, okay, back to when Scott was working full time, normal, 30 years, every day. I think he had even with cancer, I think in 30 years, he probably missed 30 days of work, probably one a year. It was insane. He never was sick, he never missed work. Okay, so boom, he's home every day. So what happened? That was weird for me. I think I've talked about this before, so I won't go into it, but it was very strange to have him home every day. Um, he would be busy in the morning on the computer looking for jobs and sending out resumes, but looking for a job now is way different than looking for a job used to be. Used to, you would go in and you would see people face to face and they would like you immediately and he would get hired like that. Well, you don't do that anymore and it's really hard. Plus, he was changing industries. That was really hard. So, anyway, he would do that for a couple hours in the morning and then he would just be here. And so it felt weird to me. Don't ask me why. He's sitting on the couch and I'm cleaning and vacuuming and everything. I felt so weird doing all that. It felt more like I was like a maid. I don't even know what's going on. I never felt that way before. I cleaned house every morning. Anyway, I just got in a rut of not doing anything but sitting around on my iPad. Okay, that was just not working. Okay, and I think that's so much of the reason I got depressed or was feeling like I was getting depressed was because I wasn't doing anything. And I can't explain to you why I wasn't doing anything. I just was being a big blob. I mean, we traveled, we did some things like that. I still had my life, my normal everything, but it just wasn't productive. And I like to be productive every day. I can't just sit on the couch, obviously, because when I did that, I felt like, I mean, who wants to do that anyway? It's boring. Okay. The main thing I want to say today is, oh, and I had no energy. I was tired all the time. Literally, I'm going to be really honest here. My husband and I would go and do my arms look fat? Ooh, I feel like they do. Oh, well. My husband and I were going to bed. We weren't going to sleep, but we were going in our room like at 8 o'clock at night and watching TV and reading and stuff. Let me tell you one thing right now. That is not good. That's not going to work. I would have the TV on. That's another story, but that was just not working at all. Okay, now I made all these decisions that I'm not going to be that way anymore. Simple changes. Okay, this is the point I'm trying to make. Just making a decision to make a change changed my whole energy level, my brain, my psyche, everything changed just by making the decision to change. I can't explain it. Why would just telling yourself you're going to change give you more energy? I don't know, but I read something interesting. I don't know where it was, but it was this weekend. I read something that said, it was in that book I showed y'all, Being Beautiful, which I'm going to get back into, but I was reading a lot of it this weekend because I had a lot of downtime when we were out of town. It said your body is an amazing machine. When you tell it that you're going to go exercise, you in your mind say, okay, I'm going to go exercise. Your mind immediately, your mind causes your body to kind of kick into gear. Now, if you're sick or you have some other underlying problem, that's probably a different story. But just a normal person, when they say, I'm going to start exercise, you just have, your body just receives that information somehow, and you get more energy to go do what you need to do. Now, I'm sure that doesn't always work, but in this case, with me, that was the secret. That was what was happening with me, and I didn't even realize it. When I read that sentence, I was like, that's it. That's it. Just making a decision can change you. Okay? Weird, right? And the other thing, the decision has made me so motivated, and it's also made me so much more calm to know I'm going to be busy. I can't explain it. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but that's what it was. I went from sitting around all day and bored to being so productive. I've gotten so much done. Just the other day, I'm folding clothes, and I go in my husband's closet where he has this little dresser in there, and he was gone. And I opened it, and I thought, what is wrong with this man? This is not organized in the proper fashion. He's got things he doesn't use very often on the top drawer and things he uses all the time in the bottom drawer. What's going on here? I revamped the entire thing. I did his ties different. I did his belts different. I socks, everything. Bathing suits. He came home, and I told him, I said, you can change this if you want. But I just started doing it, and I never stopped. I did it. It took me 30 minutes. He loves it. He thought it was the greatest thing. Also, after I did that, I went right into the bathroom where he has his bathroom counter. I fixed it all different. I took things out. I put things in. I have him a whole new system for his wallet, his keys, his watch, and his change. Loves it. He couldn't believe I did it. Everything I did was with found objects in the house. I had this really cool brown box that I put on his counter. I'll have to give you a little video because it's really cool. Anyway, I have energy all day. Here's the other thing that's happening. We are both, because he's getting busy right now, because he's thinking about going into I won't go into it now, but he's going to start his own business, so to speak, and be self-employed. He's so excited. He's so motivated. He's doing all this stuff. So we're both super busy. Guess what? We're staying up till 10:30. Can I explain that? No. We're up, we're walking around, we're talking, we're watching a movie, we're reading a book, I don't know what, but we don't even go in our bedroom now till like 10:30. And we wake up with much more energy than when we were going in there at 8. I don't even know. I can't explain it, but this is what's happening. I'm sleeping better, and I'm just getting I wrote some things down this weekend, so that's what I'm doing. It's just been great. I'm getting so much more accomplished. Video's already 9 minutes. That's another thing. I'm going to try to keep my video shorter. So that was just kind of a recap of, not even a recap, just some things I really wanted to share with you, how much power your mind has over you. When I felt depressed and I told myself I was getting depressed, it was almost like I was getting more depressed just by recognizing it. That wasn't what helped me. It was the decision to change that changed everything. And I'm back to my old self. I'm up. Now, I'm not up and ready to go anymore at 7 because my daughter drives herself to school. And there's really no reason for me to really get up at 6 o'clock and do my hair and makeup and shower and be ready for the day by 7. That's kind of ridiculous. So I'm a little bit later on that. But my husband gets up with her every morning because he's up anyway by 6. That old schedule of his from work, it's just not going to go away anytime soon, which is great because he's super productive in the mornings. So that's good for him. So he gets up with her every day. He makes her lunch. He sees her off to school. I get up about 7:30. And anyway, so I've got a lot more to share, and I'm going to share it maybe a little bit each day this week because I want to share what I'm doing right now before I move on to something new. So this video is really crazy and odd, but there you have it. Simple changes. Talk to you later. Bye.